Welcome to another Dave Day, a day early so Dave could talk about his Los Angeles Dodgers. We'll get to that with Dave Seaman, the sports editor at the Standard Speaker. Let's start local, Dave. Hazleton area field hockey team will take another shot at the District 2 AAA championship. So many good players over the years, Dave. So many big wins. Just haven't gotten that district championship yet. Another shot this year. They'll play Delaware Valley at Harmon Geist Memorial Field on Wednesday. They beat Delaware Valley 3-2 earlier on the road this season, Dave. Lady Cougars like Brianna, Magda, Gabby Cavanis, Jill Bookman, Caitlin Deal, Malia Holtz, Megan Reed, Michaela Cavanis, and Laura Basic, they will try to win the school's first district championship.
Yeah, they've been around for a while, those girls, and the girls that came before them, too. A lot of girls put in a lot of time and effort, and I know passing that stadium, summer evenings, they're working hard to get ready for the season. They continue that once August starts into the season, and once you get into the season, you're playing 2 or 3 times a week. So it's been a grind for a lot of years right now. Mary Kelly's worked very hard with that program to put them in this position. Again, a little difference this time is they're playing at home in the friendly confines of Harmon Geist. They like the turf there. They're used to the turf there. So let's see if the Lady Cougars can bring one home.
Dave, Carson Wentz and the Eagles get another victory on Monday Night Football. Wow, Wentz is impressive, and what a great guy. They did a feature story on him with Lucas Custers. He had a make-a-wish. He had stomach cancer. He wanted to thank Wentz for a video he got earlier while he was in the hospital. Every week it seems like there's a feature story on Wentz doing something great for the community or for somebody, and he's also doing pretty good at quarterback as well.
Yeah, and the Eagles as a team are doing well, and with him at the helm, the Eagles look like they're playoff bound. You'd say that middle of the season, the Eagle fans have been teased before. They've been down this road before, but Wentz is a little bit of a difference maker. He worth all their investment that they put in him, trading up in a draft to get him, and the way he could audibilize at the line of scrimmage, the way he could change plays and make plays with his feet.
And Dave, tonight the World Series will start for your Los Angeles Dodgers. They take on the Houston Astros over in California. Keys for the Dodgers. I know a lot about the Astros from them playing my Red Sox, but to do it, Dave, to win those 4 games, what will the Dodgers have to do?
I think they have to continue what they've been doing in the playoffs, is grind out at bats, make the Houston pitchers throw strikes. They're not swing at bad pitches. Use their depth and use their bullpen, because their bullpen's a big advantage against the Astros. The Astros bullpen has been a little bit of a liability. Starting pitching very good with Dallas Keuchel, and Justin Verlander has been pitching like it's a few years ago with the Tigers, and when he's on his game, he's probably the best right-hander in baseball. Their starters are good, and the Astros lineup is very good too, so the Dodgers pitching has to continue to pitch well.
Dave, I was sitting in Beaver Stadium on Saturday night, and the guy next to me told me, he said, oh, Notre Dame's up by 4 at halftime. I thought he meant points. He said touchdowns. Big win for the Irish over USC as they get ready for NC State this weekend, but Brandon Wimbush and Josh Adams have that offense humming right now. Yeah,
the Irish are definitely humming. It was a great win for Notre Dame. I dare to say one of the biggest wins in Brian Kelly's tenure there at Notre Dame. It puts them on track if they keep winning for a playoff berth. They're making gradual strides in the rankings and getting attention more and more each week. Running attack with Josh Adams is fantastic. Their offensive line is really opening holes. Wimbush gets a little bit more confidence as a passer too. That's only going to help them more, and everybody knows what Wimbush could do on his feet too. And don't sleep on the Notre Dame defense as well. Their defense has gotten better. It's going to be put to the test again this week against a very good NC State team, but I think the Irish playing at home, they're going a little bit of a roll. If they don't go in there a little bit big-headed after last week's game, I think the Irish are in good shape this week.
Meanwhile, in Beaver Stadium, Penn State was taking care of business against Michigan, but Saquon Barkley got the party started with a big run. He had a touchdown again after that. I'm finished with 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 receiving. I asked Mark Brennan of Fight on State last week about Saquon Barkley, and here's what he had to say.
People forget, Kenny, last year, at the beginning of the year, when that Penn State offense was struggling, he wasn't doing really well. That kid never complained. I look back at that as saying as much about him as any of his 200-yard games or all these multi-purpose yard games.
So really speaking to the character of Saquon Barkley there, Dave, this weekend Penn State goes to Columbus to take on number 6 Ohio State.
I just have a feeling it's going to be a shootout. Everybody talks about the defenses for both teams, but both teams have, like we said, dynamic playmakers on offense. J.T. Barrett's been there forever at Ohio State, and he's a tremendous leader too. And a lot of young guys around him, but a lot of very talented guys around him too. And Urban Meyer brought up the revenge factor earlier this week. He said, yeah, they're 18 to 21-year-old kids. Why wouldn't they have revenge on their minds? But I think Penn State has a little chip on their shoulder as well, because even though they won the conference last year, they won the head-to-head matchup with Ohio State. Ohio State ended up going to the playoff. So I think Penn State maybe feel a little disrespected. Even, you know, they're the number 2 team in the country, yet they're the 6-point, 7-point underdog going into this game too. And I think the Lions have a little bit to prove on their end. Again, do they come in a little bit big-headed after last week's big win against Michigan? That's a test for this team too.
I have no idea what's going to happen Saturday, Dave. I get nervous thinking about it right now. But I know what's going to happen today. Dave's going to run out of our door here at the studio and go cover Hazleton Area High School, their girls tennis team, as they chase a state championship. Make sure you check out his article in the Standard Speaker and keep it locked here. You'll see him on SSPTV News as well.